We've all been sold the dream, a tall glass of water first thing in the morning, pure, simple, the golden key to vitality. It's the advice echoing from every corner. Your yoga teacher in Seattle swears by it, your cousin in Miami posts about it, even your doctor nods along. Water's not the enemy here, it's a miracle, the thread that ties every cell in your body together. But what if the way you've been drinking it, those small, unexamined habits you've carried for years, were dimming your light instead of igniting it? What if, instead of stepping into your day with energy and grace, you're handing your body a burden it's too polite to refuse? Nausea creeping in, fatigue settling deep, your heart and kidneys whispering for mercy. The world loves to sing water's praises, and it should. But the quiet risks, the moments where good intentions slip into careless missteps, those stay in the shadows, rarely spoken. And for those of us with a few more years behind us, maybe you're 60, 70, or beyond, this isn't just trivia. It's personal. Your body's not the tireless machine it once was. It's a seasoned traveler, wise and weathered, asking for care that matches its journey. When you wake, it's a fragile symphony, hormones stirring like a soft breeze, blood pressure stretching its wings, electrolytes holding their breath. Tip that balance too hard, too fast, and the ripples might not hit you today. But they build. A strange chill. A racing pulse. A fog you can't shake. Over time, those whispers turn into a chorus you can't ignore. Today, we're not just listing mistakes, we're uncovering a path to mornings that feel like a gift, not a gamble. We're diving into 5 habits that might be turning your water ritual into a quiet thief, stealing your comfort, your clarity, your strength. These aren't loud warnings, they're gentle truths, easy to miss until you see them. And that last one, it might just rewrite the way you greet your day. If you long for mornings where your digestion dances instead of drags, where your heart beats with calm purpose, where your mind shines bright and steady, stay with us. This isn't just information, it's a chance to reclaim what's yours. A revelation wrapped in care. Let's begin. Number 1. Ice-cold water straight to your core. Imagine it's dawn in Boise, Idaho. The air's crisp, the mountains glow pink on the horizon. You shuffle to the kitchen in your slippers, reach into the fridge, and pull out a glass of water so cold it fogs the air. You take a sip, sharp, bracing, like a plunge into a mountain stream. For a heartbeat, it's thrilling, a wake-up call that snaps your eyes wide. But beneath your skin, your body doesn't cheer, it braces. While you slept, your organs found a tender rhythm. Your stomach curled up like a cat by the fire, your blood vessels nestled tight, your whole system hummed soft and low. Then that icy wave hits, and it's chaos. Your stomach clenches, caught off guard. Your digestion stutters, unsure how to respond. Your blood vessels tighten when they're aching to bloom, sending a shiver through your chest that feels less like refreshment and more like resistance. For a 30-year-old, it might be a hiccup. But at 68, with a heart that's carried you through decades and a metabolism that's learned to pace itself, it's a jolt you don't need, a tax on your resilience. Think of Evelyn, a 68-year-old grandmother from Savannah, Georgia. She'd spent years starting her day with ice-cold water, a habit born in her 20s when she'd jog along the river and gulp it down to cool off. Back then, it was her spark. Now, it was her shadow. She'd sip it on her porch, watching the moss sway in the oaks, loving how it cleared her throat. But then the cramps came, sharp, twisting knots in her belly. Her hands turned cold, her mornings grew heavy. She thought it was just age creeping in, stealing her ease. Her daughter, a nurse with a gentle stubbornness, urged her to try room temperature water instead. Evelyn laughed. Warm water felt like giving up. But she humored her. 3 days later, the cramps were gone. Her hands stayed warm. She woke not just alert, but alive, softly, fully, like the day was hers again. The benefit here isn't just comfort, it's dignity. It's honoring the body that's held you through storms and sunrises. Cold water might have been your ally once, but now it's a guest that's overstayed. Switch to something gentler. Let it sit overnight. Let it mirror the warmth of your breath. Feel your organs sigh in relief, your energy rise without a fight. It's not about losing a ritual. It's about gaining a harmony you didn't know you'd lost. You've earned mornings that feel like a hug, not a shock. Give yourself that. Number 2. Gulping like it's a race. There's a thrill in a big gulp, the way it quenches, the way it fills you fast. You wake up in your Portland, Oregon, loft, the rain tapping the windows, and you grab that glass on the counter. 3 swallows, and it's gone. You feel accomplished, like you've checked a box before the coffee's even brewed. But your body, it's not clapping, it's catching its breath. After a night of stillness, your stomach's a quiet garden, your heart's a steady drum, your kidneys are just blinking awake. Chug a glass in seconds, and it's a deluge, a flood on dry soil. Your stomach swells, confused. Your electrolytes tilt, sending a ripple of dizziness or a puff of bloat. Your blood pressure wavers, unsure whether to rise or fall. You might feel it as a queasy wave, a light-headed sway, or just a strangeness you shrug off. For someone older, with a system that's learned to move deliberately, it's not just discomfort, it's a plea for patience. James, a 71-year-old from Tulsa, Oklahoma, knew this too well. A former mechanic with hands like oak, he'd always treated hydration like a mission. Wake up, stretch by the window, down a liter before the sun hit the plains. It was his badge of grit, a holdover from days fixing engines in the heat. But lately, he'd stumble to the kitchen, head spinning, hands trembling like leaves in a storm. He blamed his age, his creaky knees, never the water. His doctor, a kind man with a sharp eye, asked him to slow down. "Sip it, James," he said. "Give yourself time." James tried, grudgingly, spreading that liter over 20 minutes, watching the sky lighten as he drank. The dizziness faded. His hands steadied. He felt not just hydrated, but whole, like he'd given his body a gift instead of a chore. The beauty here is in the slowness. Sipping isn't just kinder, it's wiser. Your kidneys hum instead of hustle. Your stomach settles instead of swells. Your energy builds, steady and sure, like a river finding its course. Turn it into a moment. Sit, breathe, let the water weave into you. It's not about less, it's about more. More peace, more presence, more power in your day. You're not racing time anymore. You're claiming it. Number 3. That bedside plastic bottle you've trusted too long. It's a small comfort, a plastic bottle on your nightstand in your Denver, Colorado, bedroom, the Rockies looming dark outside. You fill it before bed, let it wait through the night, reach for it when the alarm hums. It's there, reliable, a tiny anchor in the chaos of waking. But what if that anchor's dragging you down? If it sits too long, near a heater, kissed by morning sun, chemicals leach from the plastic into your water. BPA, phthalates, names you can't pronounce but your body feels. Even safe bottles can whisper trouble, mimicking hormones, nudging your balance off its rails. For someone older, maybe managing diabetes or a thyroid that's finicky, this isn't a footnote, it's a fault line. These disruptors slip in, silent as dusk, and over time, they weigh you down. Fatigue that clings like damp air. Moods that dip and dart. Digestion that grumbles without reason. You blame the years, but maybe it's the bottle, the one you've trusted too long. Harold, a 74-year-old widower from Asheville, North Carolina, learned this the hard way. He'd kept a plastic bottle by his bed since his wife passed, a habit she teased him about, refilling it from the tap, letting it sit under a lamp's warm glow. It was his tether to routine. Then came the headaches, dull and persistent, the bloating that swelled after breakfast, the fog that dulled his blue eyes. His son, a chemistry teacher with a quiet passion, pressed him to switch. "Glass, Dad," he said. "Or steel. Something clean." Harold resisted. Change felt like losing her all over again. But he tried, filling a stainless tumbler each morning instead. Weeks later, the headaches softened. His belly calmed. He felt lighter, sharper, like he'd shed a shadow he didn't know he carried. The gift here is clarity, knowing your body's not battling unseen foes. Glass or steel isn't just safer, it's a promise, to your liver, your hormones, your heart. It's a stand for the years ahead, a refusal to let small things steal your spark. Fill it fresh each day. Feel the weight lift. You're not just drinking water, you're drinking freedom. Number 4. Water and meds. A timing tango. Mornings in Flagstaff, Arizona, carry a hush. The pines stand tall, the air bites soft. For 82-year-old Clara, they were a ritual, a handful of pills on her nightstand, blood pressure, arthritis, a lifeline in tiny capsules. She'd swallow them with a big glass of water, sure she was tending her health. But 20 minutes later, her stomach twisted. Nausea rolled in, gentle but relentless, a thief in the quiet. She thought it was her body slowing down, her spirit bending to time. She'd sit on her porch, watching the jays flit, wondering when she'd lost her mornings. The truth. It's not always the meds, it's the dance with water. Some pills crave food's embrace, others need an empty stage but not a flood right after. Gulp too much too soon, and you drown their purpose, irritating your gut, diluting their strength, leaving you queasy or weak. Your stomach's a storyteller, weaving enzymes and timing into every breath. Rush it, and the story falters. Clara's doctor, a woman with warm hands and wiser eyes, saw the pattern. "Small sips, Clara," she said. "Then wait. Let your body catch up." Clara adjusted, tiny swallows with her pills, a 30-minute pause before her oatmeal. The nausea slipped away, like mist burning off the peaks. Her strength returned, steady and sure. She wept when she told her sister, not from sorrow, but from wonder. "I thought I was fading," she said. "But I was just rushing." The reward is in the rhythm. Time your water right, and your meds don't just work, they sing. Your stomach rests, your heart trusts, your day opens wide. It's not about rules, it's about respect for the body that's carried you here. Listen to it. Love it. Let it bloom. Number 5. Water without fuel. A hollow promise. In Austin, Texas, 66-year-old Diane chased a cleaner dawn. She'd read water was magic, metabolism's muse, so she ditched breakfast for a tall glass, striding into her day like a warrior shedding armor. It felt noble, lean, a break from the clutter of eggs and toast. But by mid-morning, her legs grew heavy. Her hands shook like aspen leaves. She'd snap at her husband over spilled coffee, then slump, lost in a haze she couldn't name. She thought it was age, or grief, or the heat. Your body wakes starving, not just for water, but for life. After sleep's fast, your blood sugar dips, your brain begs for fuel, your muscles ache for roots. Water's a blessing, yes, it stirs your cells, flushes the night away. But alone. It's a half song. Skip the meal, and you're hollow, energy draining, mood fraying, mind wandering. For someone older, with less to spare, it's not just a stumble, it's a fall. Add coffee, and it's a jolt on empty wires, jitters, not joy. Diane's doctor, a Texan with a drawl and a keen ear, cut through the noise. "You're running on fumes, darlin'," he said. She tried his fix, half a banana, a scatter of almonds, then her water. The tremble stopped. Her thoughts cleared. She laughed with her husband again, her voice bright as the sun on the hill country. "I thought I was strong," she said. "Turns out I was starving my strength." The magic is in the pairing, water and food, hand in hand. It's not just survival, it's revival. Your brain lights up, your body steadies, your spirit lifts. Tomorrow, try it, a bite, a sip, a moment to feel full, not fragile. You're not too old to glow. You're too wise not to. Your morning's a mirror. It shows who you are, what you value, how you'll meet the world. Water's a thread in that tapestry, not the whole weave. Tend it with care, and you rise with a quiet fire, digestion smooth as a river, heart steady as stone, mind clear as dawn. Miss the mark, and you're chasing shadows, small aches, soft losses, a day that feels borrowed instead of owned. Aging isn't a fade, it's a deepening. Your body's not breaking, it's teaching. What lifted you at 40 might weigh you at 70, and that's not defeat, it's discovery. Sip, don't chug. Warm it up. Ditch the plastic. Feed yourself first. These aren't chores, they're love letters to the you of today, the you who's still here, still growing. So tomorrow, pause. Feel your breath, your pulse, your power. Give your body what it craves, not habit, but heart. You've carried it this far. Now let it carry you. Tell us below, what stirred you? What will you change? Your story lights our way, just as this might light yours. Thank you for listening. Let's keep building mornings that matter, together.